Well, my name is Demetria. I was born and raised in Barnesville, well, Milner. Went to Lamar County Schools, graduated class of '07. Then after that, I went to Georgia Southern, go Eagles. Um, and then I graduated there in 2012 with my master's and got my CPA, and I began working at Marlin Jenkins in July of 2012, and I've been there ever since. And that's a CPA firm. So that's my story.
Well, as of me, my name is Antoine Fluellen. To the community, I am more known as Flu. Um, of course, I went to Lamar County. I was pretty much born and raised here in Georgia. Um, very little, I guess you could say about me. I would say that, I'm more of the working type of guy. I tried the school. School wasn't for me. I always remember school is not for everybody. But as long as you keep your good job, you'll be okay. Um, I was a very big sports guy. So as far as coming up in school, I was I guess you could say, the teacher's pet.
Yep.
And principals and stuff, they loved me. So,
Oh,
I was the guy that can get away with trouble. So, as far as that matter, I guess you could say I've had a very pretty good life so far. I can't complain about too much, and I don't look down on too much of myself. So, I enjoy it. I enjoy my life.
I guess we can go all the way back to middle school. I would say it was seventh grade. I got a letter. Back in the day, we didn't have texts, we didn't have phones and stuff like that. So I got a letter asking, did I want to go out with him? And I was like, nah. I didn't want to. I didn't see Antoine in that light, so I turned him down. And then I think that same summer, so it was seventh grade, and then that summer we went to a summer camp together. Well, being in summer camp, everybody was grouped off by their age group. And so I was around him a lot more. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if Cupid struck or whatnot, but
Couldn't resist.
I don't know what it was, but I started to like him. But I couldn't really do anything about it because he was talking to one of my friends, and I was, we just had to let it go. But then the next year, the feelings didn't go away. I was in eighth grade. We were in different relationships, if you want to call it relationships at that young of an age. Still was liking each other, but it was more of just flirting. We couldn't really do anything because, we were talking to other people. And then we really didn't get in an official relationship until like 10th grade. So I guess that's where it all began, and officially began in 10th grade. Been liking him since 8th grade or so, but it officially began in 10th grade.
Yeah, it did start in that time, and actually it came about something that is so funny to me to this day. And man, I was actually dating my cousin and did not know, let's clarify that, did not know until later on, when family started, hey, who you taking to the prom and the farewell dance? And I'm like, oh, I'm taking her. And
I love it.
Yeah, you didn't know that was your cousin. I'm like, oh, man. So, it got to the point to where it was like, okay, I'm free now, so let's try this. and see where it goes. And you know, hey, it so happened, and you know that's when it actually kicked off. But actually, Demetria was like, I remember her saying one time, it was like, well, she ain't for you. You need to leave her.
Oh.
She's gonna cheat on you. And I'm like, gosh, okay. And at the time, I didn't want to. I never wanted to tell her that. Like, man, I was dating my cousin. And I'm like, oh man. I was like, all right, okay. You know, cool, fine. You know, but now it's like it's something I laugh about. Well, we both laugh about now because, like I said, I did not know this. Make sure we do have that on camera. Camera doesn't lie. So, hey, we have that on camera. I did not know at the time, okay? Come on, man. Hey, you gotta be with me on this, bro. Hey, I told you, I want good natural stuff, man. So, hey, I'm just long here. Hey, camera, look at me closely. I did not know, okay? All right, gotcha.
In love with your cousin.
Hey. Things happen, man. But I'm glad my family told me. I'm glad you guys told me. Oh man.
It was beautiful.
He told me. But actually, man, I had, you know, of course, a guy, you know, when that moment comes that you find that right woman. And when I got to that point in life where I said, okay, this is the right woman for me, I came up, it was around Christmas. It was coming up to Christmas, actually. And for years, it's always been, well, what you gonna get me for Christmas? What you gonna do for this? And man, let me tell y'all, you do not know how much I had to go through to save up for this ring. And it's like every other week it was like, well, what you gonna get me this? What you gonna do this? When you gonna help me with this? When? And I'm like, oh man, she can't know what I'm doing. So I was like, okay, time's running out. She's getting too suspicious about stuff. I said, okay. I talked to her mom first. Of course, you got to get the approval of the parents. And I actually talked to her mom first, and I told her what I was doing, and she said, that's what you really want to do? And I said, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And she said, well, okay, let's get it on the road. When you want to do it, let me know what you need help with. Thanks so much, Miss Diane. And of course, she led me to Pops, and it was like, well, you gotta go talk to David. And I'm like, okay. So I talked to him. I let Pops know what was going on. Of course, he gave me the okay on it, and I said, okay, fine. Hey, I got the parents' approval. I'm in there. So I went to planning. I wound up talking to my aunt. Thanks a lot. Thanks so much, Kathy Kelly. Thanks so much, baby. And she helped out so much as well. And I told them, basically what I want to do. I was telling her that it was gonna be a surprise Christmas party. Like, we were just gonna do a big thing for the family, both sides of the family. We're gonna bring the family together. We never done it before. So hey, let's bring both sides of the family together. Let's have something for Christmas. Let's do an early Christmas party. So at first she was all down for it, like, oh yeah. And oh my God, y'all should know when she takes over something, she literally takes over. And it was so hard to keep her from like, well, let me do this. I gotta take care of this. I gotta take care of this. And I'm like, oh man, I got it. Like, just sit back, chill out. I got it, relax. I don't need you to do nothing. So of course it got to that point to where it was getting closer to December the 12th. That's one of the best days of my life, actually. Aww. And it came to the point to where everything was falling in place. So the day of, we're sitting around and it's like, okay, we got to start planning. We got to start decorating and all this. And I'm like, okay, everything's coming into, people are showing up. So when we got there, what's your aunt that did the MCing that night?
It was my cousin.
Your cousin. Yes. Thanks a lot, Kathy. You kind of spoiled it for me. You gave up the information a little bit too early. But she knew basically what it was after the fact when she heard what is a marriage. Yeah, that's
No,
exactly
she
you.
said, what's an engagement?
Yes, what's an engagement? And I'm like, oh man, that done it for me. So, and I always have told her previous to this, I have always told her, if you ever hear the song by Jill Levert, "Baby I'm Ready," then hey, that'll be my time that you can shout, you can cry, cause you know what's coming. And I don't even think the song played a
Laverne
minute.
hit a note.
And it was, she pretty much knew what was going on. And hey, that's when I asked her to marry me. And of course, as they say, you got to know that, what I'm saying, she gonna say yeah. So, I could have went anywhere and done it, but I already knew she was gonna say yes. So there you have it.
Well, like you said, he didn't really let me be involved with stuff, and every time I would ask about the party, he just told me not to worry about it. So that kind of brought on some suspicions. And then, to me, what really gave it away was, and he say that it didn't give it away, but I really started thinking that this may be the moment, because he messed around and told me that the Christmas party colors were purple and white. Well, guess whose favorite color is purple and white? Like, it just didn't really make sense for a Christmas party to be purple and white. So from that moment, I called one of my first cousins, like my best friend, and I was like, girl, I think this is the moment. Like, the colors are purple and white. And she was like, yeah. So, I don't know. I had a suspicion, and like you said, when I got there and they opened it up and there was a program and everything, and I mean, everything was super nice, super decked out. I was like, this is definitely more than just a Christmas party.
Who wants to go first?
I think I'll take this one. Well, whew, man.
Don't forget people watching.
Okay, I will say this, okay? I'm just joking, I'm just having fun with the cameras, okay? But it's a great experience. It really is. Especially when it's your first time, and I'm taking a lot of it in, cherishing a lot of it, because I plan on this being my first and my only one. So of course, a lot of this I'm cherishing and I'm taking it in. But when I tell you a wedding is so stressful, I'm talking about every other day. Oh, I gotta go get size. I gotta go get fitted. I gotta go get altar. Oh, me and mama gotta go pick out flowers. Oh, me and mama gonna pick out this. Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And I'm like, man, yeah, okay. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. Half of the stuff that she done told me to look at, I was like, okay, yeah. But that's what I was taught, that a guy's supposed to basically just sit back, let it happen, let it, basically just go with the flow. And that's basically what I've been doing, going with the flow of this. And it's just, everybody's keep asking both of us, like, are you ready for the big day? Yes. You have your answer. Yes, I am definitely. I've been ready. I've been so ready. I've been over and beyond ready for this to be over with. I think I'm ready for our weekend life to be back, instead of, oh, I gotta go do something with the dress. Oh, I gotta go pick up this. I gotta go pick up this. I gotta go make sure we talk to this person. Oh, I gotta go to Columbus just to go, find a caterer. And I'm like, okay, cool, fine. But from a man's point of view, it's just, I tell anybody, just sit back, be quiet, just nod your head. Yeah, okay, what you think about the color? Yeah, that's nice. And just hold on for the ride, okay? Because it's gonna be a ride, okay? But that's it for a man's point of view.
Well, There's definitely a bunch of ups and downs. When I think of it's literally a roller coaster. I think when I think about some of the best moments is all the time I spent with my mom. Like I'll treasure that for the rest of my life. You know, if it was just going to bridal shows, especially picking out the dress, just her being there every step of the way, that has meant a lot to me. But as far as the other stuff, it's just, especially being the bride, it's like you got so many different people to manage. Like you're managing everyone. You're managing the bridesmaids. You're managing the groomsmen. You're managing the vendors. Every single one of the vendors. The caterer. The florist. The videographer. Like you're a photographer. Everybody, and it's like it's a lot. I've done a lot of family reunion planning and stuff like that. This has absolutely nothing on what I've dealt with as far as getting something together. It's just, and the main thing is the people. It's the people that make it so difficult. But at the end of the day, like what kept me, sane is that I remember, like at the end of the day, this is about Antoine and I. This is about celebrating our love. It's all. I don't care if nobody's beside us on that day. At the end of the day, it's just me and him. Like that's all that matters. So that's what's keep me sane.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. That's why it's so good to have that chemistry with your videographer, your photographer, man, because that guy knows what I was. Oh man, that was a good question. But actually, man, like I always have told her, it's like I always wanted a nice wedding. Don't get me wrong, I always have wanted a nice wedding, but I always looked at my wedding to be something that was not only so much of being beautiful as far as people like, oh, the decoration was beautiful, the colors were matching perfect, everything. I want people to enjoy themselves. I want people to be happy. I want people to say, well, it was more than just a wedding. Don't get me wrong, my wedding will be serious. I would take that moment serious, but I like to have fun. I feel like occasions like that, it has to be fun, and like I told her, it's a lot of people that I look forward to seeing, a lot of classmates, of course, family members. Um, yeah, definitely. I want to see a lot of people from class '07. I haven't seen a lot of y'all in so long. So if you guys do show up, a lot of you guys show up, I'm quite sure we are going to have this playing. So this is not just something that I've been thinking about. This is something, straight natural. You know what I'm saying? Class '07, baby. Love you. Love all you guys. But I really look forward to having a pretty good time. We got some stuff in store. We've been working on ourselves to kind of make people laugh, get that, get the, I guess they say, the jitterbugs out, stuff like that. Have fun, man. That's it. Have fun. Don't worry about what nobody's gonna think of you, look at you, any kind of way because you have a drink in your hand or something. Hey, this is our wedding. Have fun. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I'm pretty much everything he said. I'm really looking forward to. I'm a very family-oriented person, so I'm really looking forward to my family, my mom's side, my dad's side, and his family all coming together. Like, I just love family. And this is probably one of the only times that many people from both sides of our family will be together in one place. So I'm looking forward to that.
I get a little, man. Well, you want me to take this one? Okay. Well, actually, one of my dreams in life has always been to go to Jamaica. And oh man, I don't know what it is about this place, but I don't know. It's just I feel like I have a part of life or something. I don't know, man. It's just something
He's a
about it.
Rasta.
You know. But yes, I know I don't. But you know, shout out to them rosters though. But we actually planned on going to Jamaica, and we booked it. Got passports. But I think this time I'm gonna have to take I guess you could say a back seat and kind of wait on that because
we're having a baby. And I mean, we can't go to Jamaica right now because there's the Zika virus. And
yeah, thanks a lot, Zika.
Thank you. The little mosquito. I don't
Just going around biting people and, you know, putting defects on kids and, you know, so yeah, you stopped me from going to Jamaica. So, you know, but no, we wound up picking another honeymoon and we're going to San Diego. So I never been to San Diego. Of course, she's never been. So I feel like it'll be something that's
West Coast.
very nice because, you know, it's a lot of times in life that you don't get a chance to do every single thing that you want to do in life. And I feel like, you know, once our child get here good and safely and healthy and sound, I will be that father that can take, you know, my child to see Jamaica. Or maybe that's what God had in plan for me. Hey, maybe you missing out on one more person. And, you know, so I kind of look at stuff in the bright way and, you know, don't look down on it too far because it's material things at the end of the day. So, you know, I think I'm going to go to San Diego and take me a vacation and enjoy it.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get to visit LA or maybe we'll drive over or something.
Coming to see you, Kobe.
We're going to try to make the best of it. But thank God Antoine made me get the travel insurance.
Yeah, because we would have been out a lot of money.
That was the best $180 we spent.
We would have been out of so much money. So much money.
Because I'm like my dad, I don't buy insurance. Plans and dreams. The main thing is it in 5 years? Let's see. I would like to be in a house and just keep in God first and have a healthy family. That's all that matters to me. Maybe working on baby number 2 or expecting baby number 2. So that's, I mean,
look here.
We gotta talk about that. So yeah, that's the only thing for me is, you know, just praying that I have a strong, healthy family that's, you know, strong in the Lord, and yeah, that's all that matters.
As for me, I think it's, well, as my, I guess on this day here, I can say my wife. I'm a big dreamer, and honestly, I can sit here and use up a whole film on some of the things that I want to do in life. And yes, I am definitely Pisces. Go Pisces. But it's so much that I actually want to do, and some of the things I find quite interesting. And I sat down and I talked with her on some of them things, and you know, I'm pretty much think I'm leaning towards some of them things in life. As far as a house goes, yes, definitely. The only thing I ever want is just let me have my man cave and let me post up all my go dogs. You know what I'm saying? Post my UGA stuff up. Yeah. But
Hater.
other than that, man, you know, just I'm not big on, once again, like I said earlier, I'm not big on a lot of all this fancy material stuff. I mean, as long as I have as she said, a good, healthy family, long as, you know, my household is filled with, you know, as far as the Lord, God itself, I mean, I think I'll be I'll be okay. You know, as far as traveling, it's of course everybody wants to travel, but you know, if that's not what's in our plans to travel and maybe, you know, see something else in life, then hey, let it be. You know, but as far as that matter, I look to have a pretty good, healthy family. Hopefully, keep ourselves healthy, keep ourselves on the right track, and make sure we keep ourselves in church. That's about it. But that's about it in 5 years, man. Hopefully, I can make some pretty good changes in 5 years. 5 years. I hope I can be here.
Yeah, that's true.
God let me see it. I will be here and make sure I make some of them things happen.
It's easy for me. Keep people out your business. That's like, you hear it all the time, but just keep people out your business. That's one of the things that Reverend Knight stressed in counseling. At the end of the day, if you have problems, if you have issues, it's between you, your spouse, and God. That's all you need. So.
As for me, I would tell a lot of my younger generation, as far as that matter goes, like don't I guess you could say, don't let people control your life, control your own life. You know, don't be afraid to make a change. Don't be afraid to do what's right in life. You know, don't let no one tell you that you can't do anything, you know, in life. Or don't let that person come to you and say, oh man, marriage is not for everybody. Marriage is for everybody, okay? That's God's will. That's how I was always taught, and that's what I was raised by. You know, my mama has always told me, you know, do the right things in life, you know, and good things will happen to you in life. But, you know, as my grandmama and my aunt would tell me, you know, God ain't gonna bless no mess. That's one thing that I can say in life. God will not bless nobody. If you're living in a mess, it's not gonna come to you. But just enjoy your life, man. I always want to be a leader. You know, never want to be that person that follows up behind somebody, or you know, you do bad things and think that is the right way, or is good to do. You know, there's nothing wrong with being in love with someone, and you know, you gonna go through ups and downs. Of course, we done been through ups and downs, and you know, you go through them things, and at the end of the day, man, you'll sit back, you'll laugh on them. You know, you enjoy life. You know, so that's what we're doing, and we're taking a journey that God wants, and I believe God will bless anything that He sees fit. So, as far as anybody else that may not want this to happen, hey, we're here. So, I guess from the Flu Ellens, I can say, sorry if you didn't like it, but we're here. So, I mean, go. But no, seriously, man. I mean, you guys, young generations that's coming up, my little cousins, even my in-laws, little cousins and nephews, and everybody that's here that's not old enough to drink. Let's put it that way. If you're not old enough to drink, this is for you, definitely. You know, just, you know, stay in church, stay in God, you know, believe in God, trust in God, know that He will lead you in that right path, and He will do the right things in life for you. He will make the way for you to go. Never think that, you know, he'll give up on you, or just because you're doing wrong or you're doing bad that, you know, he'll leave you. God has never left me nor her in no situation that we have ever been in. He has always been there, right there the whole time. The only thing we had to do was grab it, you know, and we pretty much done grabbed it. So that's pretty much it for me.
I think I answered first, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
God, yeah, leave that in there. God, yeah, don't edit that out of there. Leave that in there.
well, Antoine, I just want to let you know that I love you from the bottom of my heart. I've always loved you. I know it took you a while to figure some things out after high school, but I always knew. You know what I mean, there were always people telling me, "Oh, it's just puppy dog love and stuff like that." But I've always known I love you. It's every time I hear a love song on the radio, it's, you know, I'm always thinking about you, regardless of what stage in our relationship we were in. Like, we've been through so many ups and downs, but at the end of the day, I always think of you. You have always been the only man I've ever loved, and you still make me get all jittery inside when I see you. I'm just so in love with you. I've always been in love with you, and I just cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I cannot wait to raise a family with you. Hopefully, like you said, this baby is a girl, so I can try again for a boy. I just really love you, and I'm so excited, and I'm just so happy to do this journey with you. And I could not imagine this journey being with anyone else, because I love you so much. So that's it.
So y'all married now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's reception. Just tell me, like, how you feel about it, how much you love her, all that type of stuff. Just how you feel.
Man, as we talked earlier, man, like, Demetria has always been that person that I can say that I have always truly loved, you know. I can always say that I know she got my back. You know, I know, you know, people go through things, ups and downs and everything else, but I can say that truly, man, she's been there through everything. As far as my love for her, like I say, man, I can always hear, even my aunt, my mama, my grandmama, always, you know, hey, that's a good girl, and, you know, you better do right by her, and, you know, so, you know, like I say, as being a younger guy, and, you know, coming up being raised as a young man, you can say that, well, I can say that in my household, it was always, don't bring nobody home that you don't plan on being with. So, as far as being around my family can honestly say she's the only girl that just ever been around my family. No other girls ever cannot tell you they have ever been around my family, sat around my family in any kind of event. So, there you have it. As far as this day, man, I mean, I plan on doing everything that I possibly can to keep her happy, making sure that my family now, hopefully, you know, everything goes right with my little man or my little mama. I can hope that, you know, everything goes right with that, and man, I can be the man that raised me. You know, that I can raise my family the same way, you know. And man, my uncle, he was a big role model in my life as far as raising his boys. And I feel like, you know, if I can do half of the things that he have done to, you know, keep my aunt happy and everything else, man, I feel like, hey, I can do the exact same thing. You know, it's a lot of guys that are role models in my life. You know, I have cousins that I was brought up with, raised up in the same exact household. Um, Billy, Ham, man, I look up to you guys as far as being that husband that, you know, that's, you know, I don't have to have my family out here, you know, being stressed out about this or being stressed out about that. You know, I know that I can be a good guy. You know what I'm saying? A good husband, good father to my children. I don't plan on having too many, but I can say, you know, as far as my family goes, I do plan on being that guy, that father, that husband, that best friend, that lover, everything that you can think of. I plan on being all of that. So I guess all that comes with, you know, me saying that, man, the years that we have invested, like that's nothing but love. You know, anybody can that pretty much knows us. You know, of course, they know that, you know, we have been through our, you know, ups and downs, and we done been, you know, through a lot. And for me, like, not even just so much of looking at what other people think or what other people may say about it, what it is to us, that's one thing that we were taught in our marriage session counseling. Sorry, that the number one thing that kept us together is that love is nothing else that can possibly keep you together. It is not the fact of, you know, being able to go on nice dates, not being able, you know, it's not the fact of, oh, you know, she's a CPA. Is, man, that has nothing to totally do with none of that. Is the fact that when you find that person that you know for a fact, man, that would go over and beyond for you, that's a feeling that I can't explain to you. Now, I don't know if it's meant for me to even explain to you, but one thing that I can say is it's a great feeling. You know, I can't argue with nothing. You know, as far as the woman that I chose to spend the rest of my life with, man, I have no regrets. I have no regrets. I mean, it's nothing that, you know, we won't go through that somebody else done went through. You know, everybody goes through so much in relationship, a marriage. It doesn't matter. You know, of course, man, I'm not saying that we're gonna be perfect. No, nobody will ever be perfect. You know, but I believe that as long as we stay on our hands and our knees, as far as, you know, praying to a very high powerful man that I know for a fact that will do what he say he will do, man, I really don't have to worry about too much in life when it comes down as far as, you know, being with the person that I chose to be with for the rest of my life.